Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to Battlefield Hardline. Now this game just now went into beta and I was lucky enough to get an invite, so I started playing pretty much right away. I put the download on and whenever I got back home I decided to just load up the game and play it as much as humanly possible. Now there's this mode called Blood Money and I've seen a couple of questions on the internet of people asking how the fuck does this mode actually work. So I figured I should give you hopefully a little bit of a good example game on how this mode works, and hopefully I'll be able to explain it to you. But first off, let's admire how these maps are, okay? Battlefield Hardline, you know, the maps are enormous. You can drive all kinds of vehicles, there's all kinds of different ways to transport yourself. And honestly, I was quite impressed by it. It looks really cool already. Keep in mind, this is the beta version of the game, so graphics and controls and little bugs and whatnot are still likely to change, because, you know, that's what beta versions are for. Now, what is this mode all about? Basically, as you can see on the screen, there are three things on the map at all times. There's gonna be a blue square, a white circle, and a red triangle. The red triangle represents the enemy base, whereas the blue square represents our base. The money pile is in the middle right there. That represents the white circle. Now what are you trying to do? Basically what we're trying to do, what either team is trying to do, is collect $5 million. Basically what we're trying to do is collect as much as possible as soon as possible. And obviously our opponents are doing the same thing. Now one character alone can carry $500,000, so it's pretty important to note that that is a tenth of the victory. However, whenever I die, it is very important to note as well that I will drop all of that cash on the ground. So most of the time what ends up happening is that I try to run towards the big pile of cash in the middle of the map. I try and collect as much as possible and then I want to bring it home because the cash doesn't count until we bring it home. But on the way, on the road home, you will, you know, obviously engage all kinds of enemies. Now, you know, as you can see right now, I got 500,000 gold on me and I'm trying to bring this one home. I decided to not take the ordinary route because why would you run home or take a vehicle home if you can take a parachute? I took the elevator upstairs and right now I'm trying to bring this $500,000 home. Now, at the same time that this is happening, as you can see on the minimap, there's constantly enemies popping up everywhere. They are aware that I have all this gold with me and I need to be very careful with delivering this home. Like I said, once they kill me, they can instantly pick up all the gold without even, you know, having to collect it or anything. They just click it and they will instantly obtain the gold. But I do manage to recover the money as evidence, which is apparently what cops need $500,000 for. Now both teams are trying to do the exact same thing, so both the cops as well as the criminals are trying to collect $5 million. It is pretty important to note this because, you know, I saw a little bit of confusing on the internet. Why would the police try and collect 5 million gold as evidence? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but obviously this is just the play style and you gotta try your best to just get that money as soon as possible. So this right here is a pretty good example where I tried to actually steal money from our enemies. This right here is our enemy's vault, and I can collect $500,000 from this. If I manage to actually steal it from them and bring it home, this will obviously tip the skill in our favor by $1 million in total. Now I gotta be very careful, because it looks like the enemies are aware of this as well, and I do get taken out right there. Let's take a look at another very successful money run right here. So basically what I do is load up the chopper, which is one of the vehicles that you can control. By the way, there's cars, there's armored vehicles, there's motorbikes, you know, different kind of choppers. There's gonna be planes as well, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff. But as you can see right there, that is the white circle. I'm gonna try and actually parachute on top of it. So here we go. And I was originally gonna go to try and grab as much money as possible, but it turns out I actually land on the roof right here, which will give me perfect vision at the money pile, and I will be able to take out a couple of enemies right here. So first off, I throw a grenade down right there, and there we can see the enemies trying to collect as much money as possible. Don't quite get the kill on the first guy, however it is an assist, and I do manage to catch the kill right there, meaning that, you know, I prevented the enemies from bringing home gold. And this is what this mode is all about. You gotta try and get as much money as possible yourself, gotta try and stop your opponents from getting as much gold as possible, and you gotta weigh the risks of having so much money on you, because obviously it takes quite a little while to collect all the money. because you actually gotta hold down the E button for a little while before it starts collecting. Whereas when you get killed, your opponents will be allowed to just pick it up pretty much instantly. So here we go, I'm gonna do another money run right here. This one I believe is successful as well. Gotta parachute straight off that building. But I gotta run, because, you know, we gotta make sure we try and collect as much as humanly possible. Being a little bit later on the parachute this time around. Just barely not making it into the actual parking garage right here, but I will be able to bring this one home if I'm not mistaken. So, blood money, really fun mode, pretty straightforward. Make sure that you don't die while you're collecting money, and obviously when you are trying to take the money to your local vault, make sure that you try and take out as many enemies as possible, because obviously, you know, you gotta try and bring as much as possible home. So I almost die right here, being so close to the vault. I am almost getting greedy and I just want to run and just sort of click on the bus that contains all the money, but decide to play it smart, heal myself up a little bit first. And I'm gonna try and run around and put all of this money in the vault. So I hope this actually explained how blood money works. If you have any questions, let me know right below that like button in the comment section below. If you want to see more Battlefield content, make sure to let me know in the comments as well. And other than that, hit that subscribe button, because you will be the very first one to get a notification as soon as I upload new content. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and welcome to a new StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm video. Today we're gonna go over